It seems like the human condition is just us doing what we can to separate ourselves from the animals. We respect one another. We That's what sets us apart from the animals. Which animals? All of them. Which isn't fair, lumping all the animals in together like that, because animals vary quite a bit. I'd rather live with a dog, for instance, than an ape. Apes are probably the scariest thing on this planet because they'll just randomly get angry, and if you're around when that happens, you're dead. At some point a few years ago, some butthead scientist, who I'm sure won a Nobel Prize, decided to put a mirror in the middle of the jungle just to see how nuts the apes would go. And to no one's surprise, they went nuts. Scientists say we're 98% genetically similar to apes. And people asked, how so? Well, apes will randomly get furious at stupid things, and that's 98% of what we do, so, well, what's the 2% that sets us apart? What do you mean? Well, you said we're 98% similar to apes. What's the 2% that makes us different? They're apes. What do you mean, what sets us apart? Have you seen apes? They're a different species. That's the 2% difference. One of my biggest fears in life is walking home at night and coming across an ape, which I know, very unlikely scenario, but it is the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. You come across an ape on your way back home from work. What do? Well, the first thing is, don't make eye contact. It'll take that as a challenge and slam you into the building. Also, don't walk near it. It'll take that as a challenge and pick you up and throw you across the city. And whatever you do, don't try and run away. It'll take that as a challenge for some reason. Whoa. Oh, well, we're probably going to get canceled. Scientists also say we're 84% genetically similar to dogs. You know, the super happy, friendly animal? That's the difference just 14% makes. Apparently, if you go back to 60%, and this is true, you're a banana. Bananas are 60% genetically similar to us humans. And I can only guess based off this trajectory that we're 50% genetically similar to a rock or air. Hold on, let me find out actually. John Oliver. I guess that makes sense. The evolution of the giraffe is probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It doesn't even make any sense. Well, the trees kept growing taller, so in order to reach the leaves, their necks grew longer. Yeah, but why just their necks? If you look at the diagram, they started off as some sort of hyena type thing, and then over time, I guess, their necks just went. I learned that apes learned to stand because they needed to be able to see over tall grass. Well, why didn't they just grow longer necks? It seems easy enough. Then we all could have had long necks, and we could have been like, hey, did you see the game last night? It was neck and neck. I was under the impression that evolution was supposed to bring about practical change due to negative circumstance. Apes learned to stand, fish learned to walk, bats learned to hear, blah, blah, blah. How in the world is growing a longer neck the practical solution? Do you know how hard it is for a giraffe to drink water now? Half of them die trying. And has anyone ever seen a giraffe sleep? They rotate their dumb necks around and rest their head on top of their own ass. What a joke. It's like a snake but completely useless. What a stupid animal. And I'm not over here trying to say, so therefore evolution is a myth. Creationists had it right all along. Giraffes could also easily be used as an argument against the idea of an intelligent designer, alright? My point is, the science is still out. They need to drop everything and focus on the real issues here. Why don't I have super strength like apes, And why do giraffes exist? These are the hard-hitting questions I need answers to.